Hello, everyone. Thank you for joining me today. We're here to talk about one of the most important skills in today's world, learning English. Whether you're just starting out or have been on this journey for some time, you may feel frustrated at times. You might wonder if you'll ever master the language. Well, today I want to remind you of something crucial. Don't give up. Learning English is a journey, and like any journey, it takes time, effort, and patience. But the rewards are worth it. Today, we're going to draw inspiration from the stories of others who didn't give up, people who struggled, faced obstacles, and pushed forward despite the challenges. Their stories show that persistence and determination are the keys to success, and the same is true for learning English. The importance of persistence. Let me begin by talking about persistence. A word you'll hear often in the context of success. Persistence is the ability to keep going even when things are difficult. When you're learning English, you may feel overwhelmed by grammar rules, vocabulary, or the fear of speaking in front of others. But remember, the key to progress is showing up every day. Think about the story of J.K. Rowling, the author of the Harry Potter series. Before becoming one of the most successful authors of all time, she was a single mother living in poverty. She faced rejection after rejection from publishers, 12 rejections to be exact. But she didn't give up, and eventually her persistence paid off. Now her books have been translated into dozens of languages, including English, and read by millions of people around the world. When you're studying English and you hit a roadblock, remember, even the most successful people face challenges. It's the commitment to keep trying that makes the difference. Every new word you learn, every sentence you speak, gets you closer to your goal. Keep pushing forward. Now, let's talk about failure. It's a word that often carries a negative meaning, but in reality, failure is one of the best teachers. If you're learning English, you might feel embarrassed when you make mistakes. Maybe you've struggled to pronounce a word correctly, or perhaps you've felt nervous about having a conversation with a native speaker. That's completely normal. In fact, making mistakes is part of the learning process. Consider Thomas Edison, the inventor of the light bulb. It's said that Edison failed thousands of times before finally creating a functioning light bulb. When asked about his failures, he famously replied, "I have not failed. I've just found 10,000 ways that won't work." This mindset is essential when learning English. Each time you stumble, you're not failing. You're learning. Every mistake is an opportunity to improve. The only true failure is giving up. Keep going, embrace your mistakes, and use them as stepping stones toward fluency. The role of passion and consistency. One thing all successful people have in common is passion. When you're passionate about something, it drives you forward, even when things get tough. Learning English might not always feel fun, especially when you're going through complex grammar rules or struggling with pronunciation. But if you can find a way to connect your learning to something you love, it can fuel your motivation. Look at someone like Steve Jobs, the co-founder of Apple. Jobs faced numerous setbacks in his career, including being ousted from the company he helped build. But his passion for innovation and technology never wavered. He continued working on projects he believed in, and eventually he returned to Apple and transformed it into one of the most successful companies in the world. What can we learn from this? Passion makes the journey worthwhile, and consistency makes success inevitable. Just like Jobs stayed consistent with his vision, you must stay consistent with your learning. Spend time with English every day, even if it's just for 10 minutes. Over time, you'll see how far you've come. Surround yourself with positive influences. Another important factor in success is surrounding yourself with the right people. When you're learning English, it helps to be around people who encourage and support your efforts. Maybe you can find a language learning group, practice with friends, or even connect with people online who are also learning English. The people around you can make a huge difference in your progress. Let's look at the story of Serena Williams, one of the greatest tennis players of all time. Serena credits much of her success to her support system, her family, her coaches, and her team. They helped her through difficult times, and their belief in her abilities motivated her to push through challenges and become a champion. When learning English, don't isolate yourself. Find a community that encourages you, whether it's through language exchange groups, online platforms, or even friends who are also learning. Having people around you who believe in your progress will keep you motivated, just like it did for Serena Williams. Patience is key, finally. Let's talk about patience. Success doesn't happen overnight, and the same goes for learning English. Some people may feel discouraged because they want to see immediate results, but mastering a new language is a gradual process. You need to give yourself time. One great example of this is Walt Disney. Before creating the world-famous Disney empire, he faced numerous setbacks. His first animation company went bankrupt, and he was told by others that he lacked creativity. But he stayed patient, continued learning from his mistakes, and over time his vision for Disney grew into the global brand we all know today. In your journey of learning English, remember that progress takes time. There will be days when you feel stuck, but trust the process. If you stay patient and keep working, you'll see results in the long run, just like Disney. As we wrap up, I want you to remember, learning English is a journey, and like all journeys, it will have its ups and downs. But you're not alone. The people we talked about today, J.K. Rowling, Thomas Edison, Steve Jobs, Serena Williams, Walt Disney, faced challenges, made mistakes, and persevered. They became successful because they didn't give up, and neither should you. So keep learning, keep practicing, and most importantly, believe in yourself. One day you'll look back and realize how far you've come. Thank you for listening, and remember, never give up on your journey to mastering English.